Tom Sawyer. I don't even think Tom...
I think a lot of kids know
I don't think Tom Sawyer's allowed in school. Is it? Because of maybe in 2003 it was. I'm pretty sure that book isn't in school right now. When I was in 03, I never read it. My high school, I don't know. I don't think we covered that. So, I mean, Tom Sawyer, okay, Tom and Huck with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, right? I think most kids would understand it with the fence painting and stuff like that. But I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's new. Because, dude, you have an invisible man. You have a vampire. You have Dr. Jekyll, a huge Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You have a submarine that can fit through Venice. I've been to Venice. You can't do that. It's another world, though. So I'm not gonna hate on that for it. But you have the Invisible Man. You have all these literary classics that people probably grew up with. That's there, right? That's what it is. And also, this is they were really aiming for a teenage crowd, but they had Sean Connery in the lead.
Yeah. That was a weird decision. I mean, I didn't know who Alan Quartermain was until I looked him up after starting this movie. I literally paused the film and was like, who is this guy? And I read his Wikipedia page.
I have to say, though, the best parts of this movie, I love the beginning with the rocket launcher, Zeppelin exploding and walk away. I mean, that's neat. The tank coming out of the building with the overmatched cops makes sense to me. That makes sense.
This is a great conversation.
They stand in front of train a tank and get smushed for no reason because they're overmatched. But I do think the fight in Africa with a couple of the visual gags are funny. Like, I love when the guy gets shot on his breastplate, does a spin and runs into a wall. I love when Quartermain smushes that china cabinet or whatever table over the guy and he can't move his arms. There's some great gags in there, and Connery's in full-on Bond mode with, oh, you're stuck there. You know, just one-liners. I don't think he said that line. Yeah. That was the high point for me, and then it went all downhill.
Yeah, so my thinking about Tom Sawyer, and then I'll get to that scene because I do want to talk about it, is that I think from a business perspective, it makes 100% sense. Let me do that again. It makes sense
of the
100%.
60% of the time?
Yes, that was a hard time there. But my reasoning behind it is, like, I think Tom Sawyer is very well known. Like, that's a very well known literary character. Like, I know that I read stuff about Tom Sawyer in junior high, if not before that. Definitely I had to, like, know about him in high school. But from a business perspective, it's like, bring in the teens with a young Scott Townsend. Is it Scott Townsend? I hope it's Scott Townsend.
Oh, it's Stuart Townsend from Queen of the Damned.
Stuart Townsend. Yeah, there we go. That's right. Oh my God, that movie. That's not a negative or bad. It's just like I remember it being ridiculous.
That's another one my wife Megan loves that she watches over and over and over.
But my thinking is like, from a business perspective, I think it makes sense because you want the American audience, and there's no Americans in this very, very British film, right? A film with British characters. Like, for me, the most well-known one isn't actually Invisible Man or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like, I know Mina. Like, I knew Mina immediately. But everyone else, I was like, are they popular enough? I don't know.
I love Guy Ritchie movies, so I knew Jason Fleming.
Okay.
That's why I knew him, but that was about it.
Okay. So to go back to your point about beginning of the film, that scene is excellent. It is 100% the best part. The two action scenes back to back, robbing the bank, Sean Connery being awesome old man Sean Connery. I love those scenes. Do you want to do your 5 favorite parts of this film?
Okay, we can do that.
5. Yeah, and then I can go first. If you want to take a second to figure it out, I can go through all 5 and then come back to you, or we can go back and forth. So
we're starting with 5 and working our way to 1.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Okay, so I'm going to go with an honorable mention, actually, and that is the metal robot men.
Yeah.
They're so dumb because, like,
just run away.
Like, if you're shooting fire, wouldn't the metal get hot? But I still love it because
you get to hear about the creation of it in the commentary. The costume designer was tasked with figuring that out. She had never done it before, and since she's so awesome, just seriously, she's so cool. She went and figured it out on her own. She's badass. Like, she's Terrence Malick's lady. Oh man, I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, so my actual 5 is a gag at the beginning of the film when Sean Connery takes his glasses out to shoot the guy in the side who's running away at like 600 yards. Gag. I don't know. But it's a great gag, and it encapsulates his whole character because he rolls his eyes and he's like, I'm getting old. Gotta put my glasses on to do this amazing thing.
Love that part.
You want me to run through all?
I can do my 5. So it's just the rocket launcher walk away. I mean, he shoots a rocket launcher at these Zeppelins. They blow up, and he slowly walks away from them, while a bunch of scientists are scurrying underneath, ready to die, just scared out of their minds. But I love a good rocket launcher walk away. And why is there a cable attached to the...
That's the question I had. I don't know either. Like, I mean, in my head, I was like, is this a harpoon? Like, I have no idea why there's a cable.
That's the one thing. That's why it's not higher.
That's the thing we're going to really die on. Okay, send the director a message. Why was there a cable onto your rocket? 17-year-old movie. Okay, my number 4 is more of not about the movie, but about sort of a concept. And this is Connery's last live action movie, and he died in it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he did get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the reshoots.
Or he definitely got killed. Yeah, he definitely got killed. But you don't know if dead or not. Or can really be resurrected.
That was so weird.
Yeah. I mean, there was in the producers' commentary, they talked about how there were studio execs pushing for his hand to come out and grab the gun. I think it was a right choice not to do that.
Yeah, that's like Evil Dead. He's gonna come back.
Yeah, I guess he would. I mean, the whole thing is like everyone has a special ability, I guess, except Tom Sawyer and Quartermain. Like Quartermain's like, Africa won't let me die, which is like a weird thing. They were definitely leading into superheroes way harder than they do in the comic.
All right, so my 4th one is when Mina finally kills somebody, so we could just get rid of all the, who's this lady going with us? Like, she just lights that dude up, and everyone's like, oh, okay, we're cool. Like, no more of this. We're fine. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't know, she's cool, man. Like, she was fine. Like, I wish she would have had more to do. So I'm gonna say that's my number 4.
Okay, my number 3 is just the Nautilus.
Oh yeah, that thing's awesome.
I love that ship. It's like. So I have an ongoing, how I put this, stance on cruises. I refuse to go on a cruise. I think they look miserable. They sound miserable. But the Nautilus makes me want to change my mind.
That thing's sweet. You can skeet shoot, and I mean, there's so much room in it, and it fits in Venice.
It's huge. It's huge.
It shrinks, and it has solar panels, which I love. All right, so we're down to number 3. All right, so number 3. What am I gonna say? Number 3. Let's see. I guess it's the first punch that Connery throws. This guy with a knife runs at him, and he just punches him once, and the guy falls. And it just...
That's a really good punch.
It was a good movie punch. It felt very Indiana Jones, and it once again, it just set me off to really enjoy this movie. And so I'm going to say that.
Okay. My number 2 is the Mina versus Dorian Gray fight. I thought it was very, very well done. You have two creatures who can't die just going at each other. I like the way that Stuart Townsend portrayed Dorian Gray in this film. I thought it was he was really, really good.
Gangster tux.
Yeah. That whenever he was on the screen, like I just immediately watched him. And I don't know what was going on there, but he drew my attention every single time.
So my number 2 is, I'm going to piggyback off your thing with Dorian Gray, is where Dorian just gets an entire, like, a barrage of bullets shot right into him. I mean, that's what I wanted from my League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He gets 30 bullets slugged into him. They spit back out. He's fine. That's what I wanted more of. I wanted more of like Nina turning into bats and murdering people. I wanted more of that, and we didn't get it. But yeah, that's my number 2.
That's a really good scene. The question I have is when he gets shot with the slugs, it turns into dust. In my headcanon, this is more of a statement. I imagine that was flaking paint.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe this is not what it's supposed to be, but in my head it is. Awesome.
Oh, I like that. No, I mean it's fun, right? I don't know. I'm happy with that. It seems like a good. Yeah. That's my number 2.
My number 1 is just Captain Nemo. Just Captain Nemo. I love Captain Nemo. I think he is awesome in everything he does on the screen. His fighting's really cool. The character is really cool. Man, Captain Nemo can do anything.
I mean, he can pilot the canals of Venice.
Yeah, and kick ass. Those martial arts choreography was good. It's very good.
So in the beginning, he wants to steal a map of Venice so he can blow it up, but he has rocket launchers and missiles. Does he need that to blow everything up? Am I crazy or no?
I'm trying to think this through. So he was stealing. All right, let's walk through this plot again, just so I understand it. They were stealing a map of Venice in order to blow up Venice. However, it was all a smokescreen to get Dorian Gray to steal their powers.
Yes.
So it didn't really matter that what he was trying to do. He was trying to blow up Venice or not.
Because they had his painting.
Yes. It was basically just like, sure, we're going to blow up Venice, whatever. That wasn't the point. The point was just to get them all in one location.
Yep, that was it.
Okay. That's weird.
It's
a weird plot.
Am I into my favorite?
Yeah.
This one's a little weird, but I also want to say Tony Curran, he's in this movie, and then he was also in Blade 2 as Priest, right? Vampire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, he's in 13th Warrior, which is one of my favorite movies. We're going to be doing a series. In Underworld Evolution, he's Mark.
What?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. So a lot of Invisible Man, Vampire, Viking, another vampire. We're going to be talking about some Tony Curran coming up. I like it.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
But my favorite one is, it's silly and it makes me laugh, but when he gets caught on fire and you see him running away going, like he just runs away sillily. And very silly. And just the sight of it made me laugh. And then he dies and you're supposed to care. But I love seeing an Invisible Man on fire. It just made me laugh. So that's it.
Okay. I have a couple games I want to play with you, Mark.
So how about this? Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll do some games. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And which one are you now, Dr. David or Mr. Cross?
I'm Dr. David. That's a crazy voice.
Wait, isn't Dr. David the normal one?
Ah! You found out my secret. I'm always angry.
So what are these games you got for me?
Okay. So the first game is, what character would you add to this film? What English literary character would you add to it?
Oh, wow. Which English literary character would... Oh, man. That's a great question, man. All right, so English literary... Well, all right, well, I don't want to add Dracula, because that's too easy.
Yeah, but it's the best, but yeah.
I'm not going to do... Oh, man, that's... Can I have more tea? Or can I have more porridge? I'm not going to add him. Oh, man, you're stumping me here. I got to think about this. All right, let's... Okay, I'm going to say... Oh, man, who... Tybalt from Romeo and Juliet.
Ooh.
And it would be played by John Leguizamo.
That's so good. Oh, I love him in that movie.
Perfect. He's perfection. So I just bought the DVD for $2 and it has a commentary, so I'm very excited. But yeah, that's it. And that counts, right?
Okay. Yeah, I think that counts. So I'm just looking up the one that I had, and I need to make sure that I'm not making this up. Because I think the character might not be English. Oh, he's not. Well, I'm going to drop him into another game. Okay, so I was looking up Tarzan, because I feel like Tarzan would fit into this. But he's made by an American author, so let's dish that. But the ones that I was thinking of, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, or Alice Through the Looking Glass, like an adult Alice or a teen Alice would be really cool. She'd probably be really trippy. Yeah, Paddington, that would be amazing. And then I know this is simple, but like, give me a good Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein. That is such a classic movie, or classic story that, you know, you can have the monster or you can have the doctor. Like, I don't even care at that point.
Wait. Oh man, the guy who wrote The Hobbit was British.
Tolkien.
So could we add characters of their characters?
I mean, if we're doing a time travel one, we can do whatever we want. You can add Bond.
No, I'm sticking with John Leguizamo.
Okay. John Leguizamo was great in that role. Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, if we're doing that, I'd add Lena Headey's character. I forget her name, but she has an eye patch and she kills zombies. So are we still sticking with this?
Like, I mean, it's moving far out there, but there's no rules, just like Norrington. There's no rules to this.
People are probably... So I'm actually a lit major, and so I should know. She played Lady Catherine de Boer on that movie, and I'm a lit major, so I should know this. But, yeah, I would say her is second.
Okay. You let me know when you were ready to go to the next game, Mark.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to do a Sean Connery draft?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so before we start this, I have to be honest with your audience. I have not seen a single Sean Connery 007 movie.
Okay, so let's leave out his Bond movies.
Okay.